All right. We just put a new book up on Kindle, Amazon Kindle, called Daniel's 5-Alarm Warning to the Jew. The book of Daniel is nothing less than a 5-alarm warning to every Jew on this planet. It's a literal guide for Israel, a roadmap for God's people to follow during the perilous days that lie just ahead. As proof of what's coming up, Daniel gave Judah an early heads up regarding a certain prince that would come and destroy the temple. And he came. His name was Titus. He was the son of the Emperor Vespasian. He built the Colosseum in Rome. And Vespasian gave the job of conquering Jerusalem to his son Titus. And Titus took Jerusalem, and by accident, some people say. Anyway, Titus wanted the gold fittings off the walls of the temple. And according to the story, the temple was set in fire accidentally, and the gold melted and went between the large stones that built the temple. And so to get the gold, Titus had his soldiers tear the temple apart to get the gold. And that's the story, and possibly true. Anyway, he took a bunch of Jews and sold them to slavery. He was a real menace, this Titus. But he was only the coming attraction. He was only the first warning of what was coming. The guy that he's warning about is just down the road a piece. We call him the Antichrist. And he's coming right now. And he's going to do the same thing that Titus did. He's going to desecrate the temple. He's going to tear it down. He's going to do a bunch of stuff. Well, you'll see. He's coming along. Anyway. This Antichrist guy, he's going to impose a peace. When he comes along, he's going to impose a peace on Israel, and the Jewish and the Arab people too are going to be conned by him. He's going to tell them, we're going to make peace. We're going to have, and we sign a 7-year peace treaty, and it's going to be wonderful. But the Antichrist has no intention of keeping that peace treaty. 3.5 years into the treaty, he's going to betray the Jews, and with the help of Islam, he's going to just try to destroy the Jews. 2 out of 3 Jews in that time period were going to die. Hitler only killed 1 out of 3. So this guy's going to be Hitler times 2. He's going to be twice as bad as Hitler, and he's right ahead. Every Jew who's wants to survive that better read Daniel. Daniel tells you how to do it, gives you the roadmap how to survive. And if you don't survive, at least gives you the roadmap how to live eternally. Daniel proves himself over and over again. For example, he talked about the end of Alexander's empire. Alexander died suddenly, and his empire was ripped apart into 4 pieces. 4 generals grabbed this piece, that piece, and the next piece. 2 of them were quickly defeated and swallowed up by Rome, but 2 others, the king of the north and the king of the south, they're called in the Bible, the Syrian king, his name was Seleucid, and the king of Egypt, the pharaoh of Egypt, his name was Ptolemy. He was the ancestor of Liz Taylor's version of Cleopatra. That was the ancestor of Cleopatra. They grabbed big chunks of the empire. Seleucid grabbed Syria in the north, and Ptolemy grabbed Egypt in the south. But they both wanted all of the empire, so they've fought each other for 200 years, over 200 years. Sometimes they didn't actually fight. Sometimes they tried to make deals. One would marry the other's daughter, or give his all kinds of peace moves. They always ended up fighting anyway. One captured the other. The Egypt would come up north and take all the gold from Syria, and then Syria would come down south and take all the gold from it. This went on for over 200 years, and Daniel's prophecies were so on the nose regarding this period, so accurate regarding this period, that around the 1800s and the 18-somethings, these German professors, they decided they would investigate this prophecy, and they concluded that the prophecies were much too accurate. They couldn't possibly be that accurate. So therefore they concluded that another Daniel had to come in later in the game and snuck in. And hindsight's 20/20. So they, after the events went down, they inserted the prophecies. Well, it already happened, so how could it be wrong, right? They inserted the prophecies, and there was actually 2 Daniels with higher critics. And a lot of people believed them, because all they wanted to do was disprove the Bible. You can disprove any part of the Bible, you've got it all. See, they're wrong, God was wrong, and no God because he was wrong there, so no God. No. You see, but in 1947-48, a young Bedouin boy, I think his name was Mazra, if I remember right. This boy was out goat herding in southern Palestine, and one of his goats got lost. He went into a cave looking for the goat, and he found these urns in the cave, and they were filled with scrolls. And these scrolls turned out to be the Dead Sea Scrolls, copies of the Bible. Well, science grabbed them up and age-dated them and treated them and opened them carefully so they wouldn't fall apart and turn to dust. And lo and behold, there was the Bible, and there was the book of Daniel. Age-dated long before the events prophesied, age-dated scientifically, word for word, accurate. Same as Daniel wrote. There's only one Daniel, only one Daniel. Anyway, this war went on and on for a couple hundred years after Alexander died. And for proof, if you want proof about it, check out the second and first book of apocryphal books. They're not the Bible. Nobody says they're the Bible. They're apocryphal, if you like. The books of Maccabees 1 and 2. These are Jewish histories of that time period, the time period of the wars between the Ptolemies and the Seleucids. And they're fascinating to show you what the Antichrist is going to do, because this Antiochus Epiphanes, this guy came up as king of the north, king of Syria, king of the Seleucid king. He's just a becoming attraction to the one that's coming down the road. He's sort of like a B movie version of the one that's going to happen. And the book of Maccabees 1 and 2 will curl your hair. Want to find out what he did to the Jews? Curl your hair, or straighten your hair. You've got your hair. Anyway, this king of the north, this Antiochus Epiphanes, he called himself Antiochus Epiphanes. Can you imagine? Epiphanes is the Greek word for God made manifest. God with us. Oh, Antiochus, God with us. Oh, yeah, he was wonderful, a wonderful guy. The Jews had another name for him. They called him Antiochus Epimanes. That means Antiochus Looney Tunes. No Looney Tunes. He did a number on the Jews. He killed a bunch of them. He desecrated the temple. And from that desecration, when the rededication of the temple, from that rededication, we have the Feast of Lights, Hanukkah. We still celebrate Hanukkah today, the Jews do. And we do. The holidays are our holidays. So, old Looney Tunes anyway earned himself the title of Antichrist of the Old Testament. Have you noticed that Antiochus, the name Antiochus, sounds an awful lot like Antichrist? That may just be a coincidence. Oh God. Chuck Missler, I listened to him once in a while. He said that coincidence is not a kosher word. Not a kosher word. There's no coincidence in the Bible. So Antiochus and Antichrist, they're the same guy. Just one's a little heavier than the other, that's all. And anyway, this coming demented creature, this Antichrist, he's going to make a big budget remake of Antiochus, the old Looney Tunes B movie. The Antichrist will make a big budget remake of it. I call it The Road to Armageddon. Co-starring the Beast and co-starring the Antichrist. But from the very beginning, God gave a ton of promises to Israel, the Jews. Loads and loads and loads of them. Many, many promises. And Satan has done his damnedest to make God break even one of the promises so far. It's not going to happen. He has Old Nick in Scotland. Old Nick. Old Nick has tried 1,000,000 times. One tyrant after another has tried to egged on by Satan, has tried to eliminate the Jews and eliminate Israel. I don't have to name names. The last one was only 60, 70 years ago in my lifetime. But don't forget, Daniel was a Jew, and his prophecies are aimed squarely at Judah and Israel, with a nod or two to the Gentiles. But his prophecies are an accurate guide that will take believing Israel through the hell and earth. The lies just ahead. Now, to any Christian who reads Daniel, it is indispensable to understand Christ's Olivet Discourse, the book of Revelation. Daniel is key to the book of Revelation. If you understand Daniel, Revelation is no problem at all. So Daniel brings Christ's end days prophecies into clear vision, and in the book of Revelation. So Daniel's visions explore the whole world history, from the Babylon's Nebuchadnezzar's royal court in Babylon, all through Alexander the Great, the Persian Empire, Alexander the Great, Rome, right up to today and beyond today until tomorrow, very close tomorrow. And the Greek word anti, a lot of people get this wrong. They think anti means against. No, the Roman word anti, spelled the same way, means against. This is Greek. The Greek word anti means substitute for or substitute of. So Antichrist means substitute deliverer, substitute Messiah, and the best he can offer is a substitute salvation. If you're satisfied with a substitute salvation, go for it. Won't last you long. But don't worry about it anyway. Don't worry about it, because Daniel's prophecies come with a happy ending. They come equipped with a happy ending, just like an old John Wayne movie. The Messiah will come charging to the rescue on the day of the Lord, bringing total defeat to Satan and his second bananas, Antichrist and the false prophet. It'll be like the, you ever watch an old John Wayne movie? It was the ending, and the wagon train's surrounded, and there's no hope at all. And it looks like it's over. Everyone's doomed. And there's a distant call of a trumpet. From out of the sky. Well, in the movie, from out of the west, came John Wayne leading a cavalry to the rescue. Well, Jesus plans to come out of the sky leading his cavalry to the rescue. You can count on it. For all the details of Daniel's exciting life in the court of Babylon right up to the present day, and understanding of all his prophecies, do yourself an enormous favor. Read the book, Daniel's 5-alarm warning to the Jew. It's up on Kindle, just went up this week. Kindle. It's right up beside my other book, Satan's War on You. Do yourself a favor. Read both books. And at the same time, listen. You see, this is a green screen behind me because my friend Daniel, he is my friend, but my friend Anthony is going to put up some special effects. I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to do something. And anyway, we're living down here in Belize. If you got to buy the books, it'd be a big help. Give us a few bucks and help us through the month. And the books are well worth reading. You're not going to be sorry. You're going to want the next one. Go out and buy it. And they're up in Kindle. They're up recently, just about this time. And do us all a favor. Help support a little mission down here. And do yourself a favor. Thanks a lot. God bless every one of you. And take care. Amen.